present to you the Davison girls varsity volleyball team against Midland Dow.
Indeed we are. This is the first game for the Cardinals in the Saginaw Valley Conference.
And that's going to be huge to remember. It's going to be kind of a commemorative moment, I would say, for Davison. I mean, this is a conference that's ranked one of the highest in sports in Michigan. So this is a big game, and this is going to be something they're going to remember for a long time, especially if they can pull out a win against this pretty tough Midland Dow team.
That's right, Sean.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited to see what happens today. Physically, or height-wise, Midland Dow is taller than the Davison team, so it's gonna be a closer game than we think. As the commemorations get on way, pretty big crowd here tonight. Pretty excited.
And to start the handshakes, and the teams will take the court.
A good sign of sportsmanship in any sport. Just letting your opponents know that you're going to play a fair game and you're going to play a good game.
Every single player wished them good luck.
That's what I like to hear. Sportsmanship at its finest.
I like it.
Now both teams are having a pretty good year so far. Davison is 12-5-1 and Midland Dow is 10-3-2. Now both teams last year finished second in their individual conferences. So this is going to be a pretty big game for both teams. Midland Dow will be serving first. Serve time 6:59. And the game is underway.
Point scored by the Midland Dow girls after ace and a dig by Morgan Tallman,
and that'll be Davison girls' point. That was a close call, I'd say. That was a good call, yes. Number 10 for Davison, Lauren Davis, will be serving it off for the girls. 1-1 here so far.
sets up the assist.
And barely gets it. A good block. Set up. And it just goes over. That was a good play by Davison.
Very
and a worthy
great
effort
play.
by Midland Dow.
You can see the concentration.
Yeah, they just knew exactly what was going on in that play, and they just played smart, read it, and knocked it over. And a good kill. Very good kill for the Davison girls, right in the middle of the court. And coach does not seem to be happy about the girls' effort on that play for Midland Dow. Davison so far leads 3-1.
Off to a pretty good start.
Served there by Lauren Davis. Oh, and a nice kill.
Just a little tap.
Very nice kill by Michaela Ryan. Just a little, as you said, tap her over, and it works.
You score points however you can get them, Keith. The serve, powerful one.
Good setup. Oh, and Davison cannot do anything about that one. Good play by Midland. All right, we're going to get a substitution here. Midland Dow brings out Corey Jude and brings in Aaron O'Neill.
Right now it is 4-2 Davison.
So far, Davison's off to a pretty good start. And with that little, oh my gosh, what a very good dig by number 13, Josie Query. Good setup. Ah. Now that was a good set by Midland Dow. They really put their heads together, and that was a very nice dig by Corey Judy. Or excuse me, Josie Query. Oh, nearly blocked by Midland Dow, but it just goes out on him. Too much power and spin on that one. So far, Davison seems to be having no problem with Midland Dow's obvious height advantage. They're just pushing through it and scoring points. Still a pretty close game.
5-3.
Hannah Magar will be
Serving for the girls.
Davison. Setup. And that's out. That'll be Davison's ball and point. Good serve and setup. And, Brooke Graham can do nothing on that one. That was just a perfectly placed kill. Number 15, Alyssa Stone will come out. Amanda Olenzik to serve for the
Midland Dow girls.
good setup, and that's in. Hits the very back corner, and that's just a good kill by Davison. Got that back corner where no one could get it, and nothing they could have done there. Michaela Ryan will now be serving for Davison. Keeps it alive. Here's the setup. And it hits the back corner again. Davison has been having some very good success hitting it all the way back there, and Midland just can't stop them back there.
That's right, Sean. They've got a 4-point lead now.
It's a good start for the girls. Michaela Ryan down serve again. Over and out. Keeps it up. Set it up. Spike. Oh, and that'll be Midland Dow's point. Hits the side. Very right next to the line. Number 10, Helena Aton for the Chargers will come out. And number 11, Amanda Alenzik will come in. Excuse me, number 9, Erin O'Neill. My apologies. Oh, nothing they could have done there. They just hit it right into the net. Sets it up. And equally sets it up. Pounds it over, sets it back up, and tapped it out. That was tapped out by Josie Query. That was just a good setup play by Davison. They hit it right into her hands, so there was really nothing she could have done. It was hit so fast. A pretty low serve, but it gets over the net. Oh. And number 7, Nicole Doloff, was just out of place for that one. Went right over her head. Number 9, Erin O'Neill will come out, and number 12, Corey Jude will come in to serve for Midland Dow Chargers.
A nice high serve and a good back setup.
Gets it back over. Oh, a little tapper that goes right into the net. And we know that Carissa Carras wishes she could get that one back. 10-7 here so far. Davison leads. This one it just has enough to go over, and Davison thought that one was just going to hit the net and go back on Midland's side. Number 11, Amanda Alenzik will come out, and number 15, Alyssa Stone will come in. Number 4, Carissa Carras comes out, and number 1, Mariah Ilvadine will come in. Good serve over, set up, and we're going to see, keeps it in play. Oh, this is going to go out, but she's going to make a play on it, and good effort by number 1, Morgan Tallman, but there's nothing really she could have done that, and that went right over our heads. Illandine serve. Goes over to Nicole Doloff, and just a kill that Haley Moy could not play.
Bounced right off her wrist to the ground.
She has a look of disgust on her face after that play. She
wishes she could have got that one back. There are no redos in sports, though. Set up, Morgan Tallman.
Oh, and it's good.
Nice kill by Morgan Tallman.
That puts the Cards up by 1.
Closer game now, 11-10. Cards lead. Now what we're seeing here is, as we expected, a close game between two pretty evenly matched teams besides the height advantage of Midland Dow, which hasn't really come into effect yet.
There's that concentration we were talking about at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, there was nothing Davison could have done on that one. That just went right into the dead zone. Amanda Green will be serving it off for the Chargers. Close setup to the net, and gets into the back corner. A good attempt by Amanda Green, but that ball was just too low and too fast. Haley Ramoy will come out, and Brooke Graham will come in for her. Another low serve, and that's just a tap over.
Just barely
good read
missed
by
that one.
Morgan Tallman. Just gets that one right over. Lauren Davis will be serving it here for the Cardinals as they lead 13-11. A real nice serve there, but it's gonna go out. Midland Dow hits that out of bounds and attempts to make a play on it, but no dice there, Keith.
Lauren Davis again on the serve.
And that one just gets eaten by the net, and that'll be Midland Dow's point. Josie Query will be serving here for the Chargers. Played by Megan Jones, and just goes out. 14-13 here as Midland Dow has the ball back, and this will be Josie Query on the serve again. Goes over to Nicole Doloff, and just a good kill. She spiked that one. That one was just low and too hard to hit for anybody on Dow. Hannah Magar will be serving. Good setup. And just gets eaten by the net again. Now, Keith, by the number of balls hitting the net, you'd almost think there's like low gravity in here or something. Or high gravity, excuse me.
I wonder what's going on with their angling today, Sean.
I don't know. Just too far out from Midland, and getting instructed by Coach Eddie. Midland Dow girls are. Hannah Magar on the serve. That was a deep one into the back corner. Good play on it. And a nice block. Nothing really they could have done on that one, Keith.
No, there was not. The Chargers, you could see just the work by the Chargers on that play, but Davison, obviously, they blocked it.
And with what's going on so far, Coach Eddie is frustrated and calls a timeout. Now, what do you think she's going to be talking about to the girls? I mean, they've been playing a pretty solid game so far, but Davison's just been overpowering them.
Well, I mean, I'm sure all they need is just a little bit more motivation, Sean.
That's all we can ask.
They're only down. They're not down far.
Yeah, it's only a 5-point lead for Davison. They'll be looking to pull ahead. resume soon. Hannah Magar again will be on the serve. Oh, no play on that one as Nicole Doloff just hits it back over her head, and Hannah Magar was out of place. Davison's been on a pretty hot streak so far, but this will be Chargers serving now. Real hard hit, and that's going to be an on-the-net dispute. Back over, and that's out of bounds. Good play by Nicole Doloff. Real heads up. Davison still has that 5-point lead above Midland Dow, and Michaela Ryan will be serving here. And that dispute here. Good setup and a nice dig. It just gets over, but they're going to call it Davison's point. Net violation on Midland Dow. And Davison currently holds a 6-point lead over Midland Dow. Real good dig on that one, but gets it back in bounds. Michaela Ryan hits it over. Sets it up. A fake. A nice block, but gets back over. Set up. Another setup. Partially blocked by Midland Dow. And this has been what I can say the longest series so far of the game. This is just an ongoing dispute, and Davison finally pulls away and gets the ball. Just too much for Midland Dow on that one. This is Davison's biggest lead of the game, 7 points. And just a low return for Amanda Green of Midland Dow. Michaela Ryan will be serving again for the Cardinals. Looking for the setup. Oh, and a nice block by Davison. Real hard dedication there after a really hard hit by Midland Dow. Davison's currently ahead by 9 points.
It's a big lead, Sean.
It is. But Midland Dow breaks the streak, and it'll be their serve now. They're obviously going to be substituting some players in after that long series.
Madison Mantilo will be serving for the girls of Midland.
Big setup. Oh, and blocks it too hard, and it just goes out of bounds. (24-15) here.
Davison within one of winning this match. Or this set, excuse me. Hillary Moyle was serving here. Ramoy, excuse me.
Big serve here. Overpowers Carissa Carras, and Davison wins the set. Real good set there by Davison. They showed a lot of dedication and hard work, and, well, they're up 1 now.
Thanks, guys. After the first game, you may have noticed that our gym has a little bit of a different look, and DTV is here to bring it to you for perhaps the first time. Over the summer, the school is working really hard in making our gym new. The gym was completely emptied out. The floors were ripped out and sanded down and reinstalled. They painted all new things all over the gym floors. We have new center logos and new baseline words along. And then along with these improvements, we also have new paddings that are going to be hung up around the walls, and hopefully new bleachers are going to be installed as well. These improvements have really brightened up our gym and really showed our Cardinal pride. So, come out and see it. It's really great. So, thanks, guys. Back to you for the next game.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Report, Lindsay. Oh, excuse me, Keith.
Here's a shot of the center court all finished. You can see it's It's looking pretty nice in here, Sean.
Yeah, they got rid of that Cardinal that they've had for many years, but with this DC look, it almost looks more like a college court.
It's looking pretty fresh.
Yeah, it's looking really fresh.
It's crispy.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Also on the sides of the gym, it's instead of Big Nine, it says Cardinal Country now. And they removed the old Big Nine templates of all the teams, and they're probably going to be looking to restore them with Saginaw Valley ones. Now, as I had mentioned before, this conference was voted as one of the best in the state now. I mean, and they have the right to. I mean, they're coming off, they're Davison and the Big Nine is a pretty powerful conference, and for them to merge powers with Saginaw Valley, that just makes for a conference to be reckoned with.
And Davison's not doing too bad either. So far, they have 2 wins over Brighton and Fenton.
Oh, yeah.
And if things progress so far like they are right now, we could be seeing
A win over Midland Dow.
All right, we'll be getting ready for the second set here. Lauren Davis will be serving off for the Cardinals to start off the set.
Midland Dow will be looking to just get back into the game, get some quick points, easy points, go ahead, and just ultimately try and take this set from Davison.
Yeah, maybe they can shut them out.
If Davison can keep this mentality that they have so far, that they're just going to play hard, well, they're going to play a pretty good game. Good serve by Lauren Davis. A little tapper, but a nice dig by Nicole Doloff, and a nice kill by Michaela Ryan.
A beautiful point.
That was truly. Davison starts off the scoring. Here's a serve by Lauren Davis. Another good one, and that's going to be a hard one to get, but Midland Dow cannot get to it. It's nice when you can have someone who can serve that hard that it just makes them force the ball back. Another good serve, and Midland Dow's trying to get back together, but that one's eaten by the net too. Now Lauren Davis has been pretty consistent tonight. She's been making quite a few points for the girls, excuse me. Had to get low on that dig. And another dig by Nicole Doloff. Set up, spike blocked a little. And a nice dig by Megan Jones. Gets it over for the setup. Spike, and it's out. Davison is currently holding the shutout in this set, 4-0. And Midland Dow is just looking tired. I mean, they're looking out of breath, and they really don't have an answer for Lauren Davis right now.
Look how calm and intent the Davison girls are.
They are fully focused right now. Ah! Hey, that's what I call getting a part of the game, Keith. That ball went right into the commentator's box right here.
It's okay, it's back in play now.
Oh, yeah. And that'll be the Chargers' point.
That's just adding insult to injury almost.
Well, for a while we thought the net was eating all the balls. Now they seem to be coming toward me.
Yeah. It's a little tapper, and it's a net dispute, but that dispute's won by Midland Dow.
A little back and forth, tappy-tappy there.
Yeah. Looked more like ping pong than volleyball there for a second.
Amanda Green will be serving for the Chargers.
Here's a setup. Little tapper, and she can't get the dig. That was a well-placed ball. Morgan Tallman, will be coming out for the Cardinals, and that will bring in Hannah Magar, who will serve for the Cardinals here as they lead 5-2.
Here we go.
A lot of spin on that one. Good setup into the net, and that's going to be a dispute, but they keep it in play. Good heads-up play. Another tapper. Close to the net. Gets through the block and kills that one, Michaela Ryan. And I feel like we've already been saying her name quite a few times tonight, and that's definitely not the last time we'll hear her name.
She's definitely one of the star players for Davison.
For sure. Oh, just can't get that one over and did not get a real good serve on that one.
Well, it's good to see the balls aren't coming toward me anymore, Sean.
We don't want to lose you, Keith. 6-3 here in the second set. Davison leads the set. Or Davison leads in overall sets, 1-0. Ooh, good keeping, but it seems there was some confusion there between Lauren Davis and Michaela Ryan, and that one just sailed down. You gotta be talking a lot, and you gotta make sure you're on the same page. That's key in almost any sport.
The Cards were definitely doing pretty well at the beginning of this match here, but the Chargers are slowly coming back, it seems like.
We just saw a net grinding ball almost. It was stuck on the net for about a good second and a half or so, but Davison pulls away with the point after a real good spike. Michaela Ryan will be serving here for the Cards. Gets that one real low, making Mariah Alundine have to get it, and that'll be Chargers' point.
She dove for it and missed. We'll get him next time.
Oh yeah. Down but not out. Madison Mantilo will be serving here. Real good serve in return.
She wasn't embarrassed about that miss at all. She was just smiling and shook it off.
They're having fun out here, Keith, and so are we. Ah! She went for a good kill, but the net had otherwise to say. Chargers brought this set back close, 7-6 now, Cardinal lead. Oh!
Another point for the Cardinals.
A good dive attempt by Amanda Green, but just couldn't get to it.
Makes the game 8-6 now.
Cammie Decker will come out for Davison, and that'll bring in Haley Ramoy. Ramoy on the serve. A nice serve, and that just goes into the crowd. We'd like to say that was a souvenir ball, but they'll need that one back.
If they were giving out souvenir balls, I would have kept the one that came at me.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe get it autographed even.
Hopefully.
Oh, another one that goes out, but they keep it in. Oh, that was a hit.
That was a hard one right there, Sean. Straight
Measured
to the ground. Nothing
way
could
over
stop
100
it.
miles per hour on our speedometer.
I'm thinking your speedometer may be wrong, Sean.
Yeah, I might need to get that checked out. Ramoy on the serve again, and that's eaten by the net. Going back to that high gravity we're feeling in the gym today.
Indeed. Cards are still keeping it up. It looks like the score is 10-7 now.
Yeah, so far, Cards are pretty much in complete control of this game.
I wouldn't say complete control, Sean.
Yeah.
The Chargers can squeeze in a point here or there.
Yeah, they're still making it close. Oh, and another one eaten up by the net. Megan Jones just shakes it off, though, and gets ready for the next play. That's what you got to do. You can't dwell on your mistakes. You just got to
improve, Sean.
Exactly. Here, Moore keeps it up. And a block, but they try and keep it, and no dice. Or is this ball still in play? And that one almost hit me. That'll be Charger ball after what was apparently called a dead ball, but Chargers returned it after Davison hit it back, and I guess either way, Chargers got the point. Good dig by Hannah Magar.
Scores
just
really starting to, never mind.
That's using your head. Just can't get it over there. Over though. Morgan Tallman will come in for Hannah Magar. Playing a pretty good game tonight, all the girls are. This will be Megan Jones on the serve.
real high hit and real tall. Real high, powerful hit. Davis on the return.
A little tapper over, but still played by Dow. Keeps it in. Lemoy over to Jones, and that hits the back corner. Davison has been having some success back there.
It's really close to being out there, Sean, but they got it just right on the right side of the line to get that point.
Coach Eddie talking to player Carissa Carras. Obviously, she can't be happy with a play like that.
Davison has been exploiting that spot all night. Oh, another one hit out of bounds.
Another point for the Cards.
And they lead 13-9.
Megan Jones back on the serve. Long setup, and that'll be a net violation. Davison's point. Megan Jones will keep the ball to serve.
It seems like just when the Chargers have hope for coming back, the Davison just carries on.
Yeah, you got to be careful about those net violations.
They can turn a good play into points for the other team. Oh, and that one eaten by the net. How many times are we going to say that tonight, Keith?
I think you've already said it a lot, Sean.
I apologize.
That's okay.
Corey Jude here on the serve
For the Chargers.
Oh, good block by Midland Dow.
Cards keep it alive, though.
Good dig for Megan Jones. Lemoy turns it over to Davis.
Another block.
Another block, but Davison keeps it in play, and then they just tap it over for the point. Good kill for Davison.
She was
After
really close to saving that.
that
one,
was
Sean.
2 blocks by the Chargers just on that play right there, but Davison just gets over it and scores.
That's right, Sean. Cards are now up 15-10.
Nicole Doloff on the serve. Hits it too hard and it goes out. A little frustrated on that one, but she shakes it off. Getting some instruction from Coach Bergdorf, excuse me. Maria Lundine
On the serve. Megan Jones keeps it in.
Haley Lemoy with a long setup and a block, but Davison keeps it in play again. Just when you think the Chargers have stopped him, Davison comes right back, and good play
There's
by
that spot in the
Michaela
back right
Ryan.
corner, Sean.
Yeah, you called that for sure. Michaela Ryan has been exploiting them on that spot for most of the night. We'll see Cammie Decker come in for Haley Lemoy. Here's Lauren Davis on the serve. Set up long and high. Megan Jones attempts to keep him, but just hits it out. 16-12 here, Davison leads still.
In the second set of the game. The second match of the game. Excuse me.
Amanda Green will be
Serving it for the Chargers.
turned by Nicole Doloff. A little tapper again by Michaela Ryan, kept in. Oh, that was a really good kill by Midland. Davison had no answer for that one. But for a hit like that, there really is no answer to that.
The Cards are keeping ahead, but the Chargers, they're not bad at keeping up.
Yeah, they won't go away.
It's been a close game this whole game, Sean.
Yeah. Besides Davison pulling ahead at the near the end of the first game, it's been pretty close so far. The net eats that one too.
Amanda Green on the serve again.
Keeping by Mega Jones. Lauren Davis, Michaela Ryan. That'll be out. Charger ball, 16-15, and they're still serving.
Getting close, only down by 1 now, Sean.
Yeah, let's see if they can come back and tie it up here.
Nicole Doloff to Davis to Jones, and that's a good 1-2 punch. Midland Dow can't do anything about that. Hits that one out of bounds. Magar will come in for Tallman, and
I've been saying that about 3 times tonight.
17-15, Davison lead.
Makes Amanda Green back up.
Good block there and 2 digs there and attempted dive.
Spike block.
Ah! They can't get him on. Midland exploits that block again, but this time no dice for Davison. And as you said earlier, Midland's not going away. 17-16 here, Davison leads by 1. Good return, set up. Ah, block, but they keep it in play. She's gonna get to it. Nice hustle by Hannah Magar, but can't really get a play off of that one.
The game is tied now.
No. Oh yeah, that is. Either way, good play by Hannah Magar, not giving up on that one. Hannah Magar, to Davis, to Jones. Oh, block, but a dig to Magar, run into each other. Ah, little tapper kept in by Jones. Davis, oh, barely, almost hits the corner. And that one hits the net. Davison pulls ahead, 18-17.
Every time there's any hope for the Chargers, Davison just pulls their socks up and gets into the game and gets their points back.
Lise Bukai will come in for the Cardinals. And Keith, I don't think their socks are the concern.
The Sox seem to be playing high. Just need to
Keep their focus and win this game. Nice attempt by Amanda Green of the Midland Dow Chargers, but hit too much in front of her, for lack of a better term. Haley Ramoy will come in for
Cami Decker.
And Michaela Ryan will be here on the serve. Gonna get a good setup here, but Davison lets that one go by and it stays in. 19-18 here, still a close game, and it looks like it's gonna be a close game down to the home stretch. Madison Mantila
On the serve here. Chargers look to tie this game up. Good keeping by Hannah Magar.
over to Jones. Oh, but this time they keep it in. Goes out too far, and Davison pulls ahead again, 20-18. Hira Moy will be there for the serve.
I wonder if the Chargers are going to have what it takes to come back in this game, or if the Chargers are going to win. Or the Cards, excuse me.
Well, we're gonna see what happens here. Davison just seems not to be giving up yet. Oh, but a real nice dive by Amanda Green. A net dispute there. And that goes out. Chargers have got to eliminate that play. You can't lose points off it going out. Another timeout called by the Chargers, and Davison is just excited right now.
I can't say the same for their counterpart on the other side.
They're not out of it yet, though. They're only down 3 points, Keith, and that has not stopped them all game.
It hasn't.
I remember, start of this game, Davison had a 4-0 lead, and they came back.
They
Tied
got it
up.
right back, Sean, but the Chargers pulled ahead again. Or the Cards, excuse me.
It's time to buckle down for the Chargers and
Score some points. Oh, nice dive by Hannah Magar. And a nice tapper by Lauren Davis. Now see, that's good playing right there. That's form perfect.
It looks like the Chargers didn't buckle down, Sean.
Nope. No, they did not, Keith.
another hard hit serve by Ramoy.
But the net eats it. And we're seeing some dispute here between Lise Vukai and the line judge. Some shock as she turns to Coach Bergdorf and explains what happened. But, you know, that's not a fight you're going to win, and Chargers get the point and the serve.
It's 22-19 now. Cards are still in the lead.
Amanda leans up on that serve.
Here's the setup. Swing. Oh, nice block by Davison. Hannah Magar sets it up for Moy. Sets it up for Davis. That's just too much for the Chargers. They can't make a play off of that one.
An absolutely amazing volley at the end of this game.
And would you look who's coming in for Magar?
Morgan Tallman.
Megan Jones will be here on the serve. 23-19. Davison leads. That one is eaten by the net. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with the same old joke over and over again, so I think you know where I was gonna go with that one.
I understand you
High
completely,
gravity.
Sean.
High gravity.
23-20.
Chargers have the ball and the serve.
Set up for Davis. Blocked, but stays on Midland's side. That is just a good spin and hit. Michaela Ryan will come in for Lees Bukai. Davison is within 1 point of taking the second game. Good serve by Nicole Doloff. Oh, good block, but goes out of bounds, and Chargers aren't done here yet. 24-21.
The win of this match is not going to come as easy as the last.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Keith.
Mariah Owendine here on the serve, hoping to keep the Chargers alive. Taylor Moore the setup. Michaela Ryan, the little tapper, but a net violation, and that'll be Davison's point. Davison wins game 2, and this match is getting a little out of hand.
2-0 now, right?
Yeah. We're gonna kick it over to our sideline reporter, Lindsay Gerber.
Lindsay, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. This is Davison's first volleyball game in the Saginaw Valley Conference since switching from the Big Nine. This conference is divided up into 2 divisions, the Northern and the Southern. Davison is in the Southern and Midland Dow in the Northern. Right now, Davison is ahead by a 2-0 lead. We'll see if they can pull off their first win in this conference. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, Lindsay. Davison leads the game. Leads the match 2 games to 1, or 2 games to none, excuse me.
Slight confusion, but we got it all figured out.
Now, obviously, the Chargers are going to be looking to win this game to stay alive, but what do they got to lock down on coming into this game?
Well, it seems the height advantage we had talked about earlier for the Chargers
Has no effect.
has no effect at all. Really, they gotta block those spikes that Davison keeps getting in that back right corner.
Yeah, I agree. And they have to minimalize as much as possible hitting it out, because last game they surrendered about 4 or 5 points just on out of bounds balls.
That's right, Sean.
If they can minimize on all that, we're going to see another close game, I think.
Maybe even a win for the Chargers.
Now, Davison hasn't had many unsuccessful things happen so far this night, but what do you think they need to work on going into this third game?
I'm not sure, Sean.
All I think that they have to minimize on is making sure they don't hit the ball into the net. I mean, that's not really a controllable factor, but if you can
You're right.
try and control that as much as possible, it's good playing.
The ball seems drawn to that net
Exactly.
and to us.
Yeah. You were hit. I was nearly hit once, and DTV's own Randy Scott had to return the ball for Davison.
Well, we'd just like to say it's not exactly safe down here on the sidelines.
We risk our lives to bring you these reports. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's volleyball action. Join us again tomorrow night at 7 as Davison takes on Flint Northern in a football battle at Davison. And they had a tough loss last week in Midland, 31-20. So Davison's going to be looking for the win in that game. against a division rival, actually, Flint Northern. But enough about that. We'll get to that tomorrow.
Looks like we're going to be beginning the next game here soon. Maybe.
Hopefully. There's just good spirits on the court right now for Davison. I mean, everyone's happy.
You can tell they're having fun.
Yeah, smiles all around, high-fiving. They're just having a good time, like you said. But that doesn't mean Midland Dow isn't having fun, too. There's smiles over there, too. Now,
Somewhere.
you know, some people are having fun. You just got to remember, it's not about if you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
And if they keep playing these games like that, like this match is going to turn out to be a great one.
Yeah. Oh. A nice dig and a good return, but it went out of bounds.
Point for the Cardinals.
Just like I said.
Very quick point this game, Sean.
Yeah, they've got to minimalize that. You cannot let it go out of bounds. That's key. Davison already pulls ahead with the lead, 1-0. Oh, good effort, but just can't get that high enough for a return from any of our other players. Obviously, some frustration among some of the players on the Chargers. And that happens when so far you're being shut out. They exploit Davison's exploitation and get a point. That corner that Davison has been loving all night gets used by Midland Dow.
And now the Chargers have a point on the board.
And it's a close game early on, 2-1.
Maybe the Chargers can get another point here, Sean.
Yep, Megan Jones on the dig, and a nice tapper by Michaela Ryan. Oh, but it's called a net violation, and Midland ties this game up. You have got to watch where you're going.
I told you, Sean, they might get the point there.
You called that one, Keith. I have to give you that one. And they have to give that one to Midland Dow. Brooke Graham keeps it in to Jones. Oh, net bounce.
Off the net, but it still goes over.
Here's the spike. Block out of bounds. Midland pulls ahead, and this is their first lead in quite a long time.
Since the beginning of this?
Yeah.
Since
beginning of this whole match.
The first game in the match.
Yeah. This is a big point in the game, I'd actually say. And look at that. Another point
With
for
the
Midland.
2-point lead, the Chargers just might find the confidence to shut the Cardinals out this game.
Looks like they've come back pretty nicely so far. Megan Jones keeps it in. Nicole Doloff. Eaten by the net. 5-2 here for the Chargers. It's not really that Davison's doing anything wrong. It's just that Midland's starting to do stuff right. Pretty good dig by Brooke Graham, Michaela Ryan.
Maybe the talk in between the match with their coach, or the game, excuse me, might have given them the inspiration to just come back and just play better this game.
And another point for Midland Dow. You might be right on that one, Keith. All it takes is one person to change the course of an entire event.
That's right, Sean.
Megan Jones. My gosh, what are we seeing here? That's a 6-point just hot streak for the Chargers. And Davison is forced to call a timeout. Now this is a turn for the worse for Davison.
Well, hopefully whatever their coach has to say to them will help them get back into the game and maybe tie it up or maybe even go back into the lead.
Now Midland Dow is the one with the high spirits on the side, and Davison is the one kind of looking distressed. I mean, what has Davison got to improve on? I mean, they're not really doing anything wrong. It's just that Midland's getting some lucky breaks, and
they have definitely flipped sides this game.
Yeah, we're seeing a role reversal here right now. Davison will look back to take back that starting role. Seven to 2 here, Charger lead still. Josie Query on the serve. Michaela Ryan serve, return, spike, out. It seems that Midland Dow's problem is now becoming Davison's problem. They're giving up points on that Out of bounds. It's 8-2 here, and Davison just doesn't have an answer right now. A block, but they get it back over. Calls it off a tapper. Nicole Doloff comes diving in. Megan Jones comes diving in. Oh my gosh.
And it goes out for another point for the Chargers.
They are playing with high energy, and they came in ready for this game.
We're still waiting for an answer from the Cards.
Davison just can't respond, and they all look kind of confused over there on the court. No one gets to it, and that is another point for the Chargers.
There was no one there for the ball. It just dropped straight to the ground.
Everyone looks at each other like each other had the roll, but you got to take that initiative. You got to get there, and you got to get those
I thought that was
points.
why they shouted here.
Yeah.
I got it. Excuse me.
Exactly, Keith, but no one went to it. That's bad talk.
I think they're letting the Chargers lead get to them a little bit, Sean, and you can't do that.
The net eats the ball, and it's 11-2 right here. It is a 10-point hot streak for the Chargers. Davison has nothing right now.
They got two, Sean.
They've just got to wake up. That one's going over, and a little tapper over the net. Set up. Oh, but they trick him out. A nice dive there, and Davison finally comes back.
There's the answering point.
This is going to be a big shift for Davison. They're going to be serving it here, and they've just got to prove to the Chargers that they're not ready to give this game up yet.
A few more points just might come with that one, Sean.
Davison is down 8 points, and that's the Chargers' biggest lead of the game. The ball will be given to Hannah Magar, and she'll try and put some points back on the board for the Cards to make this game close again. We're going to have the ball cleaned off here, and we'll have a moment to just sit around, I guess.
I don't think the teams are just sitting around.
No, especially not the Chargers. They're completely awake.
They're definitely thinking about what they need to improve on and what just might work for them to come back this game.
The block does not work, and Chargers have the ball again. You said it yourself, Keith. Recognizing their errors and fixing them. Amanda Lenzik to Hannah Magar. Set, serve, point. You can't call it any simpler than that, Keith. Now Davison has just got to get some quick transition points and show the Chargers that they're not afraid of them. Michaela Ryan will be serving for the Cards. Set up, spike. Good dig. Set up to Jones, tapper, dive, set up, spike, kept in, set up, spike, eats the net, hit over.
And with that block comes another point for the Chargers.
13-4 here, and Davison still just doesn't have an answer for this Chargers team right now.
I don't know if the Cardinals have what it takes to come back from such a big lead.
We're still seeing a 9-point lead here for the Chargers, and they have the ball and the momentum. You almost wonder if that one would have went out. A net dispute. Chargers point.
Well, with the
10-point lead that the Chargers are pulling right now, Davison's almost losing it has no momentum right now. But a nice point there. Davison finally gets back on the board. Still down 9, but they're gonna be looking, like I've said, get some transition points, and they don't want to be out of this game just yet. Haley Remoy, who's been having quite some success serving here tonight. A low one just over the net. Set up, serve, kept in by Hannah Magar. Some confusion there, but Remoy gets to it. Over by Doloff. Set up, spike, kept in by a good dig. Set up, spike, point. There we go. Davison finally gets an offensive point. And I'm tired from just calling that series.
There was certainly a lot of work done on that play. Or volley,
For sure,
excuse
by
me.
both teams. But
Sometimes with a lead as big as the Chargers, they can't help but keep getting points. Keep getting points.
Sometimes you just put the pedal to the metal and you don't look back, and that's what the Chargers are doing right now. Davison seems to be stuck in neutral, to put it quite frankly. Set up return, set up. And they're gonna call that in for Davison. That hits the very inch line of the corner, and Davison gets the ball back. Some discussion going on between Amanda Green and Coach Eddie. Megan Jones will be serving here for the injured Cardinals. Seems to be they have a broken wing. Comes back to haunt them, and 16-7 here, Charger lead. And they just have all of the momentum right now. We'll see what we have for you for a replay, and sorry for that.
Technical error happens to the best of us.
Get back to the game now.
Davison had scored a point, and they're down 8 now. Nicole Doloff will be serving for them. Good return by Jones. Set up. They try for the little tipper, but no dice there. And Chargers still holding on to that consistent 9-point lead. And it's just funny how in the matter of one break between games, the mood can swing completely from Davison all happy to Chargers all happy. Davison gets a point there, though, and they're within 8. Brooke Graham will come in for Haley Ramoy. Lauren Davis will be here for the serve. And here we'll have that replay for you that we were going to bring up earlier. And Chargers get the point. 18-9, and gonna have a substitution here. Corey Jude will come out for Aaron O'Neill. 18-9, and Chargers will be looking to expand on that lead. Set up, spike, block, but the block does not suffice for Midland, and Davison finally has double digits on the board in this game. 18-10, still within 8, but that's about the closest they've gotten so far. Hannah Magar will now be serving for the Cardinals. A nice serve sends Maria Lundine back. A nice dig, set up, but it's actually sent over. Set up. Nice keeping, it's gonna go out, but they keep it in play. Serves it over, gets to that back corner, gets right in front of us. And another setup, spike, Michaela Ryan, block, kept alive. Over. Teeks it herself, sets it up, spikes, still kept alive.
This
kept
is
over.
Going on forever.
There we go.
There's the
Michaela
point.
Ryan sends the delivery, and package was received.
We've been hearing that name a lot tonight, Sean.
I told you we would be. That was not the last we'd hear of her, and Davison's only down 7 now. Now we'll finally be getting you that replay. And that was a big play. Point for the Cardinals, and they finally seem to find some consistency. 18-12 here.
Closing the gap.
Hannah Magar will be looking to get some points on the board. Of course.
That's what the Cardinals are looking for.
Half a block, a dig, set up, Michaela Ryan, tipper, dive, spike, another play. There's another spike, a dig, kept alive to Jones, and it goes out. How many times has that been a killer for both teams?
They're starting to shut out the Chargers, but they can't keep it in.
19-12 Chargers lead. They still lead by way over 5. In fact, it's 7. Amanda Lazik on the serve, a dig, and what can I say? 2012 here, Charger lead. What we're seeing is redemption by the Chargers. That's the best word I can think of. Smart play there to get a point. And now Davison's going to be looking to gain some momentum, gain some ground, and most of all, just gain some points. Set up in return. Set up. Spike. Block. Set up again. Spike. No block, and that's out. That'll be Davison's point, and only down 6 here now, Keith. Michaela Ryan again on the serve. Oh, fakes the setup and just takes it herself. Net dispute cannot be won by Davis. A little tipper over in 21-14. Be some substitutions here for the Chargers.
Looks like the Chargers have this game set.
You never want to count a team out, Keith, but in this situation, down by 7, I would have to agree with you.
Pretty large gap there, Sean.
Yeah, for sure. And increases the gap.
It's
8-point lead.
It's never good to underestimate a team, but
especially a team like Davison that's already won the first 2
it's
sets.
also never good to overestimate.
That's true. 2 heads of the same coin. And, oh, why did she go for that? She's going to regret that one, as that one was, if anything, it would have hit the very inch line of the corner. Hits it out, and 22-15 here. Davison doesn't really have much to work with. Haley Moyle serve it, but we'll see what they can do. A low serve that they have to dig up and into the grandstands over here. No one said volleyball was a safe sport.
That's what I said.
That's 2 out of bounds plays by Midland out to get Davison back within 5.
Seems like they're going for the sidelines, Sean.
Keith, do you think we counted the Cardinals out too early? I mean, it's not
know.
over yet. A surge led here by Haley Remoy, and nearly eaten by the net, but gets over. Setup, serve, tapper, another setup, way over. Jones, play, boom.
Maybe it was appropriate to overestimate.
Do you think there's a thing such as a possible jinx, Keith? Because that seems to be what we've done for these Lady Cardinals. And suddenly, we have a closer game here. And we'll remind you, 3 games to win this match. We're gonna get a replay of that last one. A little tapper over. Return, spike. There was nothing they could have done on that one. Great play by Davison, great kill, and now they suddenly have some kind of momentum. We'll see if they can carry that into the, gaining 4 points, and all I'm saying is tie. 22-18 here. Taylor Moyle serve it off to start out this set.
Nice one over the net.
Set up. Over. That's the only word I can think to describe that one.
The Chargers might have this.
We've already hypocrised ourselves before. Don't want to count a team out, but
At this point, 23-18.
Oh, some confusion there as Midland Dow players run into each other. Set up over. Ah, good block, and Chargers are within 1 point of making this a real interesting match. Timeout is called. 24-18 here. Chargers hold a pretty powerful 6-point lead. And after this next point, that's going to be a big thing about the game. See that last play here. Set up, block. No dice for Davison. 24-18. Davison will be looking to somehow pull a miraculous comeback, but Corey Judea is for the Midland Dow Chargers.
If they don't make it back this game, they could win the next game and
that would end the match.
Close out the match.
Ah, nearly tricked him. Leaves Bukai. Set up, tapper over. Set up, long to Jones. Out.
And that's the point the Chargers needed for this game.
Suddenly, Chargers are going to make this an interesting matchup. I mean, Keith, maybe we counted out the Chargers after that second game out too early. They've proven that they're ready to play today, and well, we're looking at a 2-1 match right now.
They may have lost the first 2 games, but they definitely have what it takes to come back this match and possibly win it.
And they're back with a vengeance.
From that last game, we can tell.
A word we like to use here around the industry of sports commentating, redemption.
Redemption.
And that's what Midland Dow did on that set.
They redeemed themselves, and maybe they could get some more redemption next game by winning.
A good 7-point win for Midland Dow, and, well, Davison will be looking to get some kind of momentum going early. Again, we'd like to thank you for coming out to watch us on Channel 99 DTV tonight. And we'll remind you, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., DTV will be bringing you the Davison versus Flint Northern football matchup, We'll see if Davison can come back from a heart-wrenching loss at Midland last week in their first conference game as a part of the big Saginaw Valley in football.
There's Coach Bergdorf possibly giving them the motivation they need to win the next game.
They just want to end it here. That's really it, Keith. They don't want to see this game go into overtime. Nicole Doloff getting ready.
Getting pumped on the side.
Hey, that's what you got to do. You got to prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. After an emotional set like that one, Davison's looking for something. They almost had no answer for the Charger offense or defense.
It's definitely looking to be a great match.
Yeah, for sure. We're really going to see what Davison can do here. If Chargers can keep some of that momentum from the last match, or last game, and maybe pull ahead for a tie. No matter what, though, Keith, this game is not over.
It's not. It's only just begun in 55 seconds.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You didn't say it.
That's why I said I couldn't say it better myself. We'll be taking the court here real shortly. And commemorations are underway. Let game 4 begin. Just over my head.
I don't even know where that came from, Sean.
A gift from above. That's what Davison needs for this set. Lauren Davis to be serving for the Cardinals. And we're off. Some confusion there. Set up by Nicole Doloff. Another setup by Davis to Ryan. Over the block. Point Davison. There we go.
Right off the bat, Sean.
Oh, no, wait.
That's a point for
That
the
is
Chargers.
the Chargers point. I apologize for my excitement. That ball went out of bounds, and I sincerely apologize, Davison. Charger ball, serving. Nicole Doloff setting up.
Here's that net again.
Keith, what are we seeing here?
We're seeing a comeback done by the Chargers.
We're seeing, definitely.
A loss in concentration, maybe?
Focus has been lost by the Cardinals, but a tapper, and they just got tangled up over there on the...
A focus lost by the Cardinals, and that
regained.
focus went to the Chargers.
Exactly. They just got tangled up amongst themselves. Hannah Magar serves. Oh, not a great return by Midland Dow, and
Cardinals tie it up.
yeah, Mariah and Lundane on that return that just falls to the floor. Hannah Magar, and that's out. That is out of bounds. I cannot stress enough how many times points have been given up too easily just on out of bounds plays. That is an emphasis that you have to emphasize. Davison point, and it's tied up here.
Tied up again, Sean. This looks like it's going to be a closer game than the last.
Davison can only hope. Michaela Ryan on the serve. Real nice one, and
Up high.
kept in. Low one from Bukai to Davis to Ryan. Nice.
And
Davison pulls ahead for its first lead in a long time.
Since the second game.
Third game beginning.
All right.
Dedication and hard work on Michaela Ryan's face, but unfortunately, it's on out. Michaela Ryan's brought out, Nicole Doloff is brought in. Now, while it only may be the third day of school for most of the Davison, Genesee County, and most Michigan schools in general, the Cardinals are getting tested pretty early, and we'll see if they can pass this test. The key, as we get down the stretches, did they study?
Cardinals are up now.
6-4. Taylor Moy on the serve and nearly gets eaten by the net, but just drops in for a point. 7-4 Davison. And Taylor Moy almost seemed a little surprised even that one went over, and even more so, in fact, for a point. Nice block, but unfortunately that'll be Chargers' point. 7-5 here. Coach Bergdorf instructing the Lady Cards.
Really, really close here, Sean. There's no really telling who's going to win just yet.
Yeah, no one's pulling away just yet. Set up. Set up again. Serve. Brought back over. Brought back over on the net. And boom goes the dynamite. That was good play by Davison, just to read it, play it, get points.
8-5 now.
Yeah. Davison has that three-point lead, and they're going to be hoping to keep that the rest of the night.
They shouldn't start to sit back just yet, though.
Nope.
The Chargers have proven last game that they have what it takes to come back.
And pull ahead.
And there it is right there, Sean.
You're like a psychic, Keith.
It's not my fault.
You just know what's happening before it happens.
I'm a medium. Maybe they should make a show about me.
Keith Donor, medium.
Now let's see if a win is in Davison's future.
And another score for the Cardinals.
Good play. when it comes down to it, that's blood, sweat, and tears in practice. Just getting up there, bringing it down. Boom. Nicole Doloff on the serve. Brought back up, set up, Michaela Ryan. Oh, block kept alive.
Oh, and it's saved.
What a play by Nicole Doloff. Surrendering her body to keep the ball alive.
After the last loss in the last game, they're taking any chances they can to block any point from the Chargers.
You got to surrender your body in this game, and that's just what Nicole Doloff did.
Well, the
there.
Cardinals aren't afraid of danger, Sean.
And that'll be Davison's point off the net violation.
10-6 now.
We should be seeing a timeout for Midland Dow soon. I mean, they've seen their momentum removed, and Davison pulling ahead. And you got to remember, if they lose this game, they lose the match. But good keeping by Carissa Carras. Oh, and I don't know about that call. That one, it looked like it stayed just in, but that's why he's up there and I'm over here. 10-7, Davison leads with Charger ball.
If you were a referee, Sean, I could just see a bunch of bad plays, or calls, excuse me.
I'm actually offended by that, Keith.
I apologize.
No offense taken.
Megan Jones gets down on the dig to Nicole Doloff to Morgan Tallman. Set up, spike. Some distress on the face of Haley Remoy. That's the last thing you want to do in a close battle like this one.
That's right, Sean. Looks like there's another point for the Chargers. They might just come back to tie it.
We'll see what happens.
Or maybe even take the lead.
We'll see what happens at this serve. Keeping it alive.
There's the effort right there.
Keep it up.
Oh. She just smacks it down. She
I'm
knew exactly where that was going.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It seemed like they were still going to let the play go on, but Haley Remoy thought the play was called dead and just...
I told you, Sean, they could have what it takes to tie it or maybe take the lead.
But after that one, they're beginning to doubt you.
That's okay.
Davison's plan tonight is to disprove Keith Donor. They want to prove that they can beat this team without letting them come back. Oh, nice return. Brought out. 12-9 here, Davison lead. Lauren Davis on the out. And Charger ball.
Only down by 2 now, Sean.
This is not going to be an easy one for either team to win. Both
Not at all.
teams seem to be on a level playing field at this point, and
With the way scores are going, it's still impossible to see exactly who's going to win.
yeah, right now it's still in Davison's favor, and after that one, 3-point lead. Hannah Magar will come in for Morgan Tallman.
I'm really starting to wonder exactly what happened to the Chargers between the last match and now.
And likewise for the second match and the third match for Davison.
It just keeps going back and forth here, Sean.
You gotta wonder what the coaches can be saying, but after that one,
This match may go longer than we had originally expected.
it's really getting interesting now, Keith. We're seeing a 13-11 game, and both teams are just surrendering their bodies, and we'll see
It's
what
just
happens here.
Absolutely beautiful out there. Seeing how they execute their plays and
That's
effort
just,
like that to save. She didn't save it, but effort like that is just amazing to see.
that's a picture-perfect spike as far as I'm concerned.
It was a great spike, and it takes good blocks to get those spikes, and she just didn't have it that time.
Precisely. Michaela Ryan's serve. And why did she hit that? Hits our cameraman, Duncan Haskins, on the sideline, but he hits that one away. You almost think he should be out here playing volleyball for the Cards.
I think he's too busy on that camera, Sean.
That's what I like to hear. Dedication. 14-12 game here. Davison leads, but Chargers will have the ball. The serve. Set up. Spike. Spike, excuse me. That was just a return. Kaboom. Oh! Keeps it herself after her own block. Nice bring over. Set it up, spike, kaboom, and kept in. A little tipper. Oh, they keep their block
There
alive.
it is.
That,
Oh, but
that one did not hit the floor, and
it was saved and went straight into the net.
the net ate that one. And after a diving play like that one, you gotta hate to see that. When
Well, sometimes the balls are just attracted to the net. We've seen that a lot this game.
yeah, and DTV members apparently.
All over in the gymnasium are the DTV students getting hit by balls.
This new gymnasium, in fact. 15-12, Cardinal lead. Good keep up by Nicole Doloff, but hit out by Megan Jones, and 15-13.
They're keeping right there, right behind the cards. 2 points right
Is
there.
any team gonna be able to get more than a 4-point lead in this match, or in this game? Because so far, biggest
I don't
lead,
see it happen anytime soon, Sean.
I have to agree with you on that one. This is really hard-fought battle for both teams, and I can't tell you.
I think the Cardinals just might be battling a little harder than the Chargers this time.
Yeah, the scoreboard shows that. Going back to what I said during the second break about out-of-bounds plays for the Chargers, now is the most crucial point that you cannot do that.
Hannah Magar going out for Morgan Tallman.
We're going to see Davison Zone's Cammie Decker serving the ball here in a 16-13 Davison lead.
And there it is.
Nice serve.
Ball's up high.
Fake, bring up, over there. A little tipper that just goes out. You think that's a matter of
They're
centimeters.
keeping that
Keith.
2-point lead, Sean. Or 2-point, excuse me.
Deficit.
Yeah, the deficit.
The Chargers are not refusing to go away. I mean, you got to admire that about a team. A team that knows that it's down but refuses to give up. It's admirable.
Both of these teams are refusing to give up, Sean.
And that one is Davison. Back corner. They've seemed to found their sweet spot again.
Back in that right corner?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's Davison's spot.
Good drop. Good drop. 17-14. We're getting down to the home stretch. 8 points separates Davison from the win, but now
They're keeping that 2-point deficit.
10 points keeps Midland out from the win.
Oh, wait, that's 3. 3-point
Those
deficit.
two, 17-15.
Little late on changing the score there, huh, Sean?
We have to appreciate our group in the control room working as hard as they can tonight. They're really, in fact, we appreciate everyone right now who's working hard to bring you this. And we're glad to see that you're out here watching this game.
Well, I could say a lot of the people in this gym are working a lot harder than us, Sean.
I have to agree with you on that. It's admirable. 18-15, Davison lead. Oh, it's going to be a net dispute, and that's off the head. That's using your head for Midland out. And that's how you get a point ahead, even though Chargers are still 2 points down. And as you said, keeping that 2-point deficit within.
Chargers are keeping up. They can't come back, but they are keeping that 2-point deficit.
Yeah, so far, Davison's getting just enough to stay ahead.
But the Chargers are keeping just enough to keep that going.
And after that one, 19-16 here.
Here comes another point for the Chargers to bring back that 2-point deficit. Oh, maybe not now.
That seems to be the story of this this game right here, Keith.
Back and forth, Sean.
2 points. Nicole Doloff gets over there. Set up. Michaela Ryan. Amanda Green. You can't say enough about her, just risking her body this entire day. And hey,
We've been seeing that since the beginning of this match, Sean.
Keith, my wish finally came true. Some team finally pulled ahead for more than 3 points, and Davison strikes.
It's about time, Sean.
Davison's 5 points away from winning this match, and
It
nothing
came, but not as soon as you wanted it to.
I'm just glad to be out here. 20-16. Davison's within 5 points of ending this. But Midland's within 2 points of bringing back that 2-point deficit we've been seeing all night. Oh boy, tries to make a play on it. No play there. 2017, it should be. Yep. 3 points away. Davison's got to buckle down and get it done. Get her done.
There's that 2-point deficit again we've been talking about.
That's quite a trend tonight.
The Cardinals are keeping that lead this game, but the Chargers are showing that determination from the last game.
Indeed, but now Davison pulls ahead 3 points, and they're only 4 points away from this match being over, and yeah. Set up, spike, no play. 2 points. 21-19, and this is just going to be a 2-point battle down to the end. This home stretch is brought to you by the number 2. Speaking of number 2s, Hannah Magar's back there for Davison. She's been a big player for the game. Getting quite a few points for the Lady Cardinals and hoping to score a couple more here before this match is over.
Match is over. Excuse me.
There we go. 22-19. Davison is 3 points away from winning, and Chargers are 3 points away from tying.
Just taking out this match.
Real good comeback here for Davison after that.
From the last game, though.
Yeah, for sure.
This game right here is proving just how evenly matched these teams are.
Truly. 2 points away from tying it up.
There's that deficit again we've been seeing all game. And the determination for the Chargers to keep that deficit, to maybe come back to possibly win.
Now remember, in volleyball, the team has to win by 2 points to actually win. So we could be seeing a 2-point deficit to end the game. But wait a second, folks. 22-21 here.
They're closing up that deficit.
The Chargers don't want a 2-point deficit as the last thing about this game.
All they need is one more point to tie it up. And the game is closer than we thought.
Davison's not gonna want to let him get that one. And 23-21, 2 points away from a win. Morgan Tallman will come in for Hannah Magar, and Cammie Decker will come in for Megan Jones. Nice serve, sends it back, straight up. Another straight up is just a little curve, and that's out. Yeah, there we go. Davison is at its match point.
Just 1 point away.
They're gonna see if Cammie Decker can put this one away and send him home.
The Chargers can keep the Cardinals out for just 4 more points to bring back the game.
Davison will be looking for his 13th win of the season, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Davison just won.
There's the match right there.
A really good match by both teams, and that's
just really close right there in that last game.
This is
just outstanding determination we've been seeing throughout the entire match.
You gotta be. We're gonna get
a replay.
Yeah, we're gonna look back at that winning point. It was really the easiest thing Davison did all night. Cammie Decker, just to the ground, and that's the game.
Straight to the game-winning point right there, Sean.
Well, we'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. And before this game's over, we're gonna have our sideline reporter Lindsay Gerber get some interviews with the winning team.
What do you got, Lindsay?
Oh, we're not gonna go to her net.
We're not?
Not yet. Just for right now, we're gonna say, I'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. Channel 99 brought to you this game.
It was an honor bringing this game to you with my radiant co-announcer, Sean Bednard.
And my equally as radiant co-announcer, Keith Donner. Good working with you, Keith, and hope to see you again soon.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget, people, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Davison football takes on Flint Northern at Cardinal Stadium, and we'll be seeing if Davison can again come back from that loss at Midland last week. But for now, Lady Cardinals got redemption, and we're gonna kick it over to Lindsay Gerber on the sideline. Lindsay, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Michaela Ryan. All right, Michaela, I mean, this was a close game, and you took the victory. How does it feel?
Feels really good. It was our first game, and feels good to win.
All right, and this has been your first game of the conference. How does this game put an outlook for the whole conference this year?
I think it really sets the tone for how the rest of the conference is going to be. I think that Midland was one of the tougher teams for the conference, so I think if we beat them, then we should be able to win it all.
All right, and what kind of goals does your team have for the season?
We would like to go further than we did last year. Last year we lost in the first round of regionals, and I think one of our main goals is to win regionals and go further on beyond that.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Lindsay, and congratulations, Michaela. Well, for my good friend Keith Donor, I'm Sean Bednard, thanking you for tuning in tonight, and good win for the Cardinals.
See you next time right here on DTV.
Channel 99.